Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Cast 30, where we make sure that every single game of the International is covered. Every freaking game. Actually, we don't.
We can't do every game.
That was impossible.
That's inhuman.
It's actually impossible.
But we'll take like 80%.
Even when like you guys bring in 30 talent, you know, something like
Probably the most at a hub ever.
that. Yeah,
Radiant team
yeah.
ban.
Right.
Still not enough.
Actually, it would be the most amount of people at a hub ever. Because even when we're in Romania, we still actually had less people than what was here.
Were we able to cover everything at
In
that point?
Romania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How were we able to cover everything?
The format
then?
was different.
It was.
Format was different.
Because it almost. I mean, props to that because like if we were able to cover everything and it didn't even feel mega exhausting, but now it's just like there's just Dota. There's just so much freaking Dota.
Yeah, you know, I always hey, we got time. The drop's gonna happen and everything's gonna be normal.
Don't worry, guys. You'll probably see. Okay,
yeah,
what
it's
hasn't been picked here?
ET.
Okay, you'll probably see an ET pop up.
Live Stealer.
Yeah.
Okay, flip side. Well, maybe things will get interesting. I always prioritize them. But yeah, it's one of those things which I always complained about. Even back when like TI itself, with TI2, it's like, here we're gonna have a crap ton of group stage games, and it's like, why so many at one time? You can never create a storyline. You can never hey, I'm in the home. I'm in the home of storylines for Dota 2, right? This is the BTS house. This is where G League came in and we're like, we have player profiles, we got personalities coming up, we've got we're lined up with the storylines before the event begins. You go game by game by game, and you build up the hype for these matchups. And it's really difficult to do that when you've got so many games going on that you just can't keep up with it.
It gets easier once we push past the initial round robin and we're in like the playoffs and it's down to like 4 teams.
But then you're at the same point as like the main event of TI, which is like, hey, welcome to one game by one game by one game, and then you have no more than really 4 games in one day unless you're doing the lower bracket best of ones, and that's fine. Like that's great. So you can prepare each day. But the group stage is what we refer to as a grind. It's just you just have to work through it.
Yeah, I mean,
no storyline will be
for
done.
a lot of people, they feel like it's the best format to do, but unfortunately that means that there's just going to be a ridiculous amount of games and there's no mega hub with 9 studios in it.
It's because so many teams are invited. Yeah, so many teams are involved. When you do that, there is no other choice but to do something like this unless you want to run a 6-week-long event. At which point, then yes, we could space it out so every single game gets coverage.
But then there'll be like 3 other events that will get overlapped.
Yeah, it's
with how much
actually
pumped out like every freaking week.
Ignore every other event. If every major in TI took 6 weeks, like 6
that
weeks
would be
for
Dota.
6 weeks for qualifier and 6 weeks for main event, yeah,
there'd be no other events.
There's the Dota calendar. Oh wait, it's LCS.
Here we are.
Yeah, the cycle is complete.
Here we have Power Rangers F3 tactics. F3 we saw lose earlier. They're now down what? 1-5. Their chances of making it into the playoff very slim.
They are 1-5, yes, and Power Rangers are 2-4.
Not yet, for some reason, guaranteed out just based on the sheer wealth of games that are still ahead of them. But I would imagine mathematically out, especially if they lose here.
Actually, I think they are out.
They're about to play their 7th game.
If they, yeah, this is the 7th game.
It's like that they win here and everyone else loses.
It's like you have to, they would be able to get like the best score now, 4-5. That's the best score they can get.
Yeah, and that's banking if like all those other teams lose. It's not looking good if you're a flip side fan.
I believe it's actually impossible.
Impossible.
If they lose one more game, it's completely impossible. If they lose this, it's completely impossible. They have a chance
10 seconds remaining.
for a tiebreaker.
5 seconds remaining.
But it's like the stars need to align in a very specific way.
And that doesn't happen in Dota. Unless it's TI3.
Yeah. So flip side, if they lose this, then every other game from now on is going to be a dead rubber for them.
I hate when like it ends up in those kind of games when it's like a rubber match that means nothing.
Downside of group stages.
Yep.
But
Oh,
that's
well.
also when you can get like different heroes. Techies!
That's the one I'm excited.
Coming up. Oh, beautiful! We got more flip side. Oh, it's flip.
Wait, what? Are you
Um,
doing more flip side later? What am I
yeah.
casting with Merlini later here? You get to cast flip side versus secret. That will be a close one.
Yeah, dude.
What if flip side wins that game? Oh my
If
god.
flip side win that game, I am gonna laugh so hard because it's gonna be so funny.
Oh, and then I get to do flip side versus Virtus Pro.
Yes, you do.
Wonderful. Okay.
So we.
Come on, flip side. Let's be innovative now. The time for cheese is now. Your backs are against the wall. No, fuck that. You have fallen through the wall. You're on the floor, and you need to just kick your ass right back up, and then you got to pull out some
5 seconds remaining.
It's
dank ass shit. Like, I don't know what
it's
to
the
say.
it's the Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You're getting the crap beaten out of you by Toons.
Yeah. That movie scared me when I was younger.
It did me
The
too.
old part when it was because it's Christopher Lloyd plays the bad guy in that, and he has like the ooze. Oh my god! You remember when he puts the shoe cartoon in the thing? I'm gonna cry.
You know, one of the scariest things for me, and I had nightmares about this as a kid.
What?
What was the lady in the red dress called?
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
She was hot.
When she turned around, and it wasn't Jessica Rabbit.
Oh my god! And it was the ugly face woman.
Yeah! At
The
that point, I was
Butterface?
just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
The original Butterface.
Oh, I got
10 seconds
so
remaining.
like. Please tell me that's an emote on Twitch that could just be done in a moment of
5
absolute
seconds
I'm
peril.
not Jessica. Wasn't it like that?
Yeah, it was so freaky.
Reserve time.
Oh my god, I could not deal with that at
Mine
all
was-
as a kid.
Mine was Christopher Lloyd getting ran over by the thing.
Oh,
by
when he
the-
got flat-
When he got flattened.
Yeah, by the steamroller.
I was just like, what's happening? And then he came back up and he was all, oh my god.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, like movie, you think it's a great innocent movie because there's cartoons in it, and then
Yeah.
it's like, it's dark.
It is so fucked up.
It's dark.
It is
But
so
I would totally rewatch that movie.
I probably would now, but I would still be really
Be irked.
like it's so. Oh my lord!
Has that buzzsaw hand. Oh god. What a
I always
great
just
movie.
I always just remember the give me Scotch on the rocks. And then
Oh,
they
yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah.
actually give him real rocks.
Rocks. Yeah,
It's
that's
like-
so
he's just like, no real rocks.
Great movie. It was a great game too. I had the Nintendo game of it. That was a lot
I
of
never
fun,
played
too.
the game.
It was pretty fun. It was hard. Hard game.
Never played it.
So what's happened to Draft? Terrorblade,
Absolutely
Venge.
nothing
Yeah,
since we started this
okay.
conversation.
Venge, Terrorblade.
Yeah,
Exciting.
it's interesting you actually pick up Avenge in this. The only reason why I say interesting is because you don't really have a good counter to the Terrorblade right now. The VS, like, when you swap in, you cancel the counter of the Batrider with both the VS and the IO picks.
Dire team pick.
But
Yeah, the real benefit I guess I could only see is just your Radiant or Dire rather, and Wave helps with doing Roche.
yeah,
That's cool. And you prevent Power Rangers from picking up Vengeful Spear because they already banned out
10
Oracle.
seconds
So the other good, anti-lasso or lasso
5
is
seconds
the swap.
Visage or
Radiant
Visage.
team
I mean, you make me second guess how like Drow and Dro and Visage and Visage.
Dro is the correct way to say it.
Dro.
Yeah.
I say that one wrong.
For
I'll
some,
admit that.
for some reason, I was always just like Drow. Like,
10
Drow is always in my
seconds
head. That was always how I pronounced it.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't actually until I moved to Europe
5 seconds remaining.
and I heard everyone pronouncing it differently. Because, like, when you're the only caster of a game, no one
Reserve
questions
time.
what you
right?
do, right?
Yeah, and
you-
probably
and you don't have anyone.
think you're right.
You don't have
Yeah.
anyone else to learn from either.
Yep.
Like, there's no one else that's like, okay, we're gonna set the norm. Like, and there was some small things which would irk people enough that they would make a
Dire
post.
team
Yeah,
back.
Like Shuki. Shuki was enough that people just were just like,
Oh,
Toby, what the
really?
fuck do you think you're doing?
I see.
And I'm just like, you know what? I can see these points. Like, there's just some things like you just like. I'm also a lazy reader. Like, you read something and then you miss a couple of the letters and you just put it together and it's obviously the wrong word.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that a lot.
5 seconds
Like a
remaining.
lot.
I know one like I used to say like Dagon all the time when it's Dagon.
Dagon.
Reserve time.
Yeah. And I was like, really? I heard like Puppy was
Dagon.
saying it.
Dagon.
Yeah. I said it like since like Dota 1 and even in like when I played Han briefly and they called it like Codex or something in there, I still would call it
No.
Dagon, but Dagon. And even Nyx Assassin says it that way, so it's gotta be right.
What?
Dagon. Dagon.
You know, I don't agree with that because like not with the fact like I don't want to go off what the voice actors did, because the voice actors are people who come in and just read a word on a piece of
Oh,
paper.
yeah, you know, yeah.
It's
But
it's probably
I
not
would hope
something
that
which
the-
is intentional.
I guess whoever was supervising was just like, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's no like
It's-
Icefrog's there like, this is not the correct pronunciation of the lore I intended for. You know?
Yeah, who has really got to that level of detail? Maybe with the actual name, they would go through that level of detail.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
But that's why I still question, like, it's like visage. It's like, well, it's actually a French word
Yeah.
pronounced visage.
Yeah,
but then again, depending
maybe
on
he's
what
not
part of France you're from, like some people, like some parts of France actually say visage,
oh,
and some parts actually say visage.
that reminds me of like
It took me
like
some deep research to find that out.
basil and basil.
Basil.
You say basil.
Basil.
I say
Dire
basil.
team pick.
I know like
Basil.
Gordon Ramsay says basil.
Yeah.
But in
English.
American restaurants and everything, like in chefs, like basil
Yeah.
or
You pronounce things weird.
bruschetta and bruscati.
Bruschetta.
Or bruschetta, or buscati, or bruschetta.
10 seconds
Like, it's like,
remaining.
the fuck?
Well,
Tomato,
at
tomato.
that point, don't we just talk to the Italians?
Yeah.
Five.
And then they're like, you're doing it all wrong.
Oh, hello.
Radiant
who's that?
team
This
pick.
is a Leshayo combo.
Hey, flip side, alright. I see ya.
Not a bad answer to the Terrorblade. Both the Ember as well as the Lesh
Lesh.
on that front.
Yeah, yeah. Does put a lot of weight on the
10
Ember to
seconds
succeed,
remaining.
especially in the later portion of the game, and
5
is
seconds
susceptible to
remaining.
hefty burst of the Timber, who's, you know, could easily just pick up a hood and be able to shrug off a lot of the problems that the Lesh is going to be bringing. But I applaud them for bringing out something a bit different, and hey, look at that! What the puck? An Arise puck.
Well, Puck is normally not played at all, and
Yeah, not
Now
a
it's gonna come
cool
up-
hero anymore.
so this actually means it's an off-lane Timber, and a safe lane Terror.
Oh yeah, haven't seen an offlane Timber in quite a while. Unless
It's kind of always just been the mids. Everyone looks to get farmed up on the mid.
all right. Well, what do you think? I mean,
You're not running it off like it's Arise. Arise is the mid. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
doubt.
yeah, for sure. But now you got Puck with a potentially roaming, supporting Bane to be there to assist to go in against the dual lane of a Lesh-Io. That's another one.
You say a Leshai?
No, I said
10
Lesh-Io.
seconds
Oh.
remaining.
But isn't that supposed to be technically EO?
Yeah, technically.
Nobody wants to say that. though.
Technically, it's also Aegis.
Forget that.
Yeah, that's what everyone else says. Play with the most D-Wars by 15
Prepare
minutes.
for battle.
Well, that what I would imagine would be either J4 or
I wonder if it's going to be Vance. Go. Actually, no, it's going to be Met.
yeah.
I'm going to say Metpum.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Team with the most Roshans. Okay, that's a little easier.
Actually, I'm gonna go J4 that first one. Team with the most Roshan kills.
Okay, they both suck at Roshan. But I think I'm only going to give it to Flipside because they're dire.
Yeah, I will too.
Last player to be killed.
Oh wow, I've never seen that one.
Uh,
Last player to be killed, like right before the game ends. I don't know. That could be anything.
Wait, is it last player to be killed or like the last person to die? As in like who was the last one to like
30 seconds to battle.
not be like 0 deaths?
Oh, I don't know. Who doesn't die very often? I'm just gonna do Sidoi. Or you know what? I'll do the
I'm gonna say,
Terrorblade.
I say goddamn.
Yeah. Team with the most
Uh,
kills at the game end. We have 10 seconds about.
Power
Most
Rangers.
kills, Power Rangers.
I'm saying Power Rangers. I actually like Power Rangers lineup a lot more. I think their lineup's got a lot more early game presence as well, so
The battle begins.
I'm actually going to say Power Rangers actually end up winning this game against Flipside.
To the impurities.
Bold call.
I like how the last player to be killed and it's already saying Big Num. It's already saying Big Num.
Confident call by Dota.
High Sprung is saying Big Num is currently the last player to be killed. It might just be because he's in the blue slot. That's the only reason why.
And already the most D wards is J4, so good for him.
Bastard.
Gets that nice little early takedown, and away we go. Doesn't seem to be anything too fishy here. It does look like the Wisp is currently hanging out in the bottom lane. Gets the early bottle, and will not be joining the Lesh in the meantime here.
Can they Nightmare? I was actually waiting for Nightmare into Stomp. I guess already leveled up. A little bit more difficult when you got Vansko in the lane, but it's because you triggered Metamorphosis so early on that a lot of pressure is trying to be added, and now like Goddamn's getting forced out of the lane by an IO Batrider.
That had always been one of the notorious weaknesses of Terrorblade. Has been how frail he can be right at the start of the game. I mean, most of them now start with just the quick Metamorphosis to get the last hits, but
he's not giving up on this. 5 sticky Napalm stacks. Drops Goddamn down, Metamorphosis. Most of it's just been completely wasted.
Yep. I mean, maybe that's the way you have to play it when you're going against the Terrorblade at the start. Why not just beat the hell out of him so that he wastes his first Metamorphosis, you know? Go right into that early, ridiculously long cooldown.
Oh.
So I like that. It's a good start here for Flipside. I'm sure they've been playing enough Terrorblade to kind of make the adjustments.
I think everyone's been playing enough Terrorblade that
Yeah,
everyone
with
had
and against.
some level of plan against this. Shashlo, J4, there's your Nightmare. Vansko's already tethered up. Just want to take this off. There goes your first stomp. And Shashlo tries to walk it off, and he will not be able to. And that is going to be first blood going the way of J4.
Okay, Bane, relax. All right, congratulations on your first blood.
Yeah, he didn't shut the
Well, wonderful start already for Flipside on that front here.
They could get another one. That's a double damage for J4. They just need to... No. I'm like, if you spirit straight away, I'm like, wait, that's an IO. It's tether.
Definitely be a bit more helpful if he can get the levels. He has overcharge now, which obviously would have been very helpful in that last gank attempt, but they'll just have to suffice with what they got.
Cheshire Cap. He's up a long way. Reactive Armor is obviously one of his friends. Wave of Terror, however, is not. So Medpump can throw off the stun. Seedoy, he's got Searing Chains available as well if he can time it right. Actually, there's no mana for a Timber Chain available, and they need to get the lockdown.
Can't
if they're going to get full. Actually, they don't have the damage.
The early 2 points into reactive armor, just so nice. Sometimes offlaners might be able to get away with just the 1 value point, but you know, it's good. He's realized he's been harassed quite a bit or wants to play it extra safe. Either way, you know, as you can see, a tough cookie to crack.
It does kind of like cost him a little bit. I mean, the reason why he's only got 5 CS on this off lane, it's not just the harassment, it's the fact he doesn't have Whirling Death to work with. Stomp, Shashlo, going to easily dodge that.
But, you know, it's like, hey, I don't get to have much CS, but I survive. Whereas we have a bottom lane that's going to be very good at pushing their off lane. So, thinking that they're going to get the better trade in the laning situation at the end of the day. And for mid lane here, you know, we don't get to see Puck very often. We don't get to see Puck versus Lesh often at all this day.
That's a fun Nightmare. Big Numb. Stomp. Hits the target. And goddamn, quickly into Metamorphosis. So, 2 kills going the way of Power Rangers.
Very hot start for them, and the Puck Lesh game in the mid lane is pretty even there. So overall, Power Rangers with an early laning advantage, getting the most in the bottom lane.
They're gonna get another one too.
Yeah, it just doesn't stop. They have so much setup potential with that Nightmare.
He's gonna stick into Nightmare. His only downside. Where is he going?
He doesn't have a ward, so
no, he doesn't. Maybe he's
shop?
checking to see if there's stacks, or he's rotating to mid to go on to take me wild. Shasha's going to easily farm the stack. Big Numb. Going to contest him. If he actually times his on right, he could steal a couple of these things.
Yeah, or even just a spirit. Let's see. Come on, buddy, get that bird.
Mine! There
Nice! Screw you, Bat.
He still gets the experience on the Batrider, but misses the last hits on the big 2. Top lane, Puck, oh wow, Arise actually continued that one after Timbersaw dropped. There's no more stuns available, but Arise has no more escape mechanisms. He's gonna lose his life on top.
Wow.
You just gave, okay, so yeah, PR get 2 kills on Flipside's off lane. And then
now it's all gone.
and then they just gave their Timber and their Puck over to Flipside.
That is pretty it's much worse than the 2 that they already got in the bottom lane. Arise with an early rotation to the top, just a hair before level 6. Obviously would have been very nice to have, but felt very necessary to be up there to aid the Timber, and now look at where we end up. Now Lesh is going to be taking over the mid lane, and obviously this works out splendidly for the top lane's get up of Flipside.
I'm very perplexed why Arias went in then. Like, he could have pulled out too. Like, he had to understand that Cheshire Cat was dying.
Now Lesh is 7. While Rise is trying to get to his level 6.
J4's going to go for another Nightmare, thanks to the obs. He knew exactly what to do. Big Numb, follow-up Stomp, pumps it out. Goddamn, have they got enough damage? Charge slow, Fairy Fire consumption is not enough. That last attack from J4 is able to reach him, so that Rider will drop again.
I mean, that's where it starts right there, too, and they're still be able to get him just right by the tower. That is a dirty combo. Nightmare Stomp. Wonderful setup potential, allows the Terrablading to succeed. He's already near the top of the CS game, and now he has, you know, a kill to back it up with.
It puts him at the top of the network.
Yep, him and the Ember are going to be neck and neck here, because Ember also able to kind of participate in that early blessed kill that he was granted.
They're coming down for another opening over on Cheshire Cat. First on Spirit forward, as Timber Chain will allow Cheshire Cat to back out, but then you Spirit again forward. The Sharkram's causing a lot of problems for Seedoy, and Cheshire, he can't catch up to him. The Searing Chains will keep the distance between the Timber and the Ember. Now Arise, Dream Coil over on Metpom. He's not going to actually trigger the Dream Coil because he's got Vanscore right behind him, and they want to be able to fight. Stuns are available. Another rotation failing here for Arise.
Very unfortunate. The nice thing they have going for him is because of all these hefty rotations also from the side of Flipside to be more defensive. Vanscore's Wisp is kind of trailing behind a bit in the level department, so they're not going to have a nice relocate to work with. And if you were able to like relocate around this Leshrac, let's say, that could really begin to open up the mid game for Flipside. So they will need to start investing in the tomes as soon as they come out and trying to make sure their backstaff also gets a little bit of love in the XP department.
A small update, we do have ourselves a 5-way tie.
For what?
Adfinum just beat VP.
Alright, so
it's a 5-way tie.
5-way tie for the top of the qualifier position, but obviously you still have plenty of games ahead.
That we do.
Nice for Secret, because yeah, as you mentioned, Secret gets to play Flipside, and Virtus Pro gets to play Flipside. Opportunities for them to be able to kind of secure an easy win if everything goes according to plan.
I can't wait to see what happens in the future games.
Definitely going to get more hot and tense, which makes for exciting qualifiers.
So for this one, it's 3-2 at the moment. Cheshire Cat underneath the Dire Obs, but it's only a VS who's left on the top lane, so there's no real peril. Yeah, not while the Ember's gone home.
Not any huge kill potential for this Timbersaw yet. Because all their lockdown is, you know, on these coils and on this Nightmare. Nightmare is occupying the bottom lane for the Stomp duo, and, well, we saw the first coil of the game in the top lane, so, yeah. It's going to be a bit before this Timber can really begin to have some fun.
Still be interesting to see what happens once the Lesh really starts to move to see the point of a Leshrac. Like, the Ember Spirit is able to obviously get a lot of farm. His flip push is going to be great, and probably make it so Flipside's pushing as well as flip pushing abilities are far superior to Power Rangers. But Lesh needs to kind of force down some lanes. So you go 4 points up in Edict very early on, but currently all tier 1 towers are still standing. So where is your push? Do you have enough? With the entire lineup, they're going to go on top lane. Cheshire Cat waiting on the magic missile timing. He's got Timber Chain available. They split up quite nicely. Cheshire Cat low on life. Seedoy can't catch him. They actually commit the Dream Call. Cheshire Cat will survive. 14 reactive armor charges, and now with Assault, it hits on 3. The Dream Call got triggered on Seedoy, so all 4 were stunned for a moment on top lane.
And they were all so low too. Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's not a single point up in Whirling Death. You think he's got himself a kill. Now Sharkram actually kills off Metpom.
That was a 3-on-1 gank for the Timber, and it still was very difficult to bring him down. I mean, he put so much into this reactive.
Really nice silence. The dodge from Arise, using the phase shift, actually dodged the Searing Chains. And now goddamn rotates over. There's a whole bunch of goddamn Take Me Wild can't run himself away from this. He's down to 50 HP with a stun. Maybe they don't have to run. They just fight. The orb, there was no jaunt from Arise. It would have actually trapped him in the tree lines if he did it. So they TP in and refresh both the bottles. So the life which was lost is now going to be repaired. And the Terrorblade ends up feeding himself. Another death of a core. You actually think about it, like how many deaths have you had? You've lost your Batrider. That's not great for Flipside. But the other 2 deaths, it belongs to the Vengeful Spirit, and it belongs to the IO. Where 75% of the deaths to PR belongs to the cores.
Yeah. That, you know, we saw that in the earlier part of the game with, unfortunately, some failed rotations coming out maybe a bit too soon for him. So the flip side, cores continue to kind of build up in the world.
I take it back. 100% of the deaths of PR are cores. Yeah. It's not 75% because there's no way you can get 75% out of 3.
I mean, to the credit of PR, I mean, their supports are not really easy to take down either. Bane, as we know, very elusive. Sleep with Brain Sap, who kind of continues to stay alive, and obviously Elder Titan with the power of his Stomp. Not easy targets here, so that is a bit troublesome from Flipside, but to their credit, to their benefit, you know, maybe once they can get this Batrider some farm, he is very far behind on his Blink Dagger quota. He has a mess of items, including a couple of rings. Looking to get Tranquils, I imagine. Actually, Tranquils are done, but he doesn't want to put them together. I don't know what's happening here.
Watch him wait. Watch him wait. They want the Ember to come back. Ash hearing a relocate.
Mid lane.
Yep, that's where they're headed to. Goddamn. Oh, the Thunder. He's able to take all the life off and score, and now it's Take Me Wild. They lock him in with the Fiend's Grip. A follow-up stop from the ET will find the kill. Arise has to phase shift and orb himself away from Seedoy, and Seedoy wants the easier kill. A sweet J4, who decided to run over to the Dire jungle. And what a timing to get that Sunder off. All the life in the world kicks back in.
Bat's hanging around here, but he really needs to spend a little bit of me time. This is supposed to be the window opportunity where your Batrider is looking to kind of set up initial ganks, and being able to have that lasso blink could be great in going against the likes of a Terrorblade, but they don't have it in.
That courier is underestimated the amount of damage that can come from the supports. Goddamn. Whoa. Oh, you get the heal on the tower. Turn rate rather difficult when you cover the sticky napalm. Wants to fight a little bit more. No Sunder this time around to protect him, and Arise has to bail out with the orb.
I like the way you say Sunder, by the way. The Sunder.
The Sunder?
That's awesome. Oh, I would be like, he uses the Sunder.
Technically, it's 2 words. it's A and Thunder.
Yeah. Alright, and we're going to have to take a sec here for Arise, so we will disconnect, reconnect, and we can reevaluate, or we could talk more about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Any other scary old cartoons you used to watch? You know what was a good one? Like Fern Gully, did you watch that?
Fern Gully was literally the storyline of Avatar.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I actually never seen Avatar, ever.
The movie?
Yeah.
You never watched it?
Never watched it. I knew it was so much mega hype, and it might be still like the biggest box office movie.
You have to watch that kind of thing just so you can say, you know what, I watched it.
I watched it.
Yeah. Like, you can't knock it till you tried it kind of style.
So you did see it, though? Did you see it like with the full like IMAX experience, or did you just see it like as a movie?
Just on my own TV.
Because I wasn't sure. Some people were like, "You have to see it in the full IMAX experience."
Yeah, yeah.
But I heard the storyline was pretty much like that, or Pocahontas, or whatever. So
it was a blend of the both.
Yeah, Blast of the Mohicans.
Great movie.
Blend of all.
However, that gave me nightmares.
Really?
The scalping.
Yeah, I mean, that's legitimate. Just because Rabbit with a crazy face is one thing, scalping is another nightmare.
The woman who, by the way, if you have ever wanting to watch Last Mohicans, like, obviously...
I'm sure kids these days are just running to Blockbuster to get Last Mohicans.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to spoil the ending here. So, tune out for like 30 seconds if you don't want to hear the ending.
It's a 20-year-old movie or whatever.
Yeah, it's just a warning anyway, just in case. Disclaimer, insert here. Okay, just maybe not right now. Seedoy being Fiend stripped up. You can have that ET splitter kicking in, but the relocate pulls him down. Actually puts Take Me Wild into the middle of the ultimate of the ET. And they might have a little bit more damage, yet your cat, well, he can't tip a chain because there's no tree to chain himself to. So he'll end up going down. Goddamn, wants to fight harder. He's got the Thunder, but he can't do it when he's being lassoed up. So 2 players down for Power Rangers. Flipside still on the run. They won't find anybody else.
Makes sense now. The Batrider had opted to go for the drums early. That's what happened with the ring situation. All right, well, a bit unorthodox for normal Batriders. Maybe a settling decision, and considering the farming position he was put in early on and the trouble he was having with that whole sleep stomp setup in the bottom lane. Top lane, J4 stalking a bit here. Very low Vengeful Spirit is going to be withdrawing from the lane.
Well, spot lane where Orion gets the kill on Io, locked him in the tree lines with the Dream Coil.
A Dream Coil for a Wisp kill. And what looked like possibly the debut of the Blink Dagger. Did he just get that?
I believe so.
Yeah, so... Alright, nice to get a Blink debut with a kill. Top lane.
J4 doesn't have an ulti though, and there's no support to help him out. Alright. So, the storyline.
Of Mohicans.
Yeah.
Last of the Mohicans.
Sorry, his disclaimer again, next 30 seconds, tune out. When she jumps, I'm like, really? You couldn't think of another solution? They were chasing after you. They were right behind you. They would have killed every single one of them to get you. And you think the best decision is, I'm gonna jump off a cliff for love. Well done.
It's like that lady who dropped the jewels in Titanic.
Oh, nice. Nice Dream Call. Oh, the relocate! Oh, with the wall again as well! The damage is unbelievable! Big Nub! Slaps him across the face with a fish again! They look for another one. Seedoy Nightmare, this actually allows Arise to escape. Come back over for the Ember.
That was nice. Very nice setup. Big Num with the monster stomp right there. Taking advantage of just that congested, awkward situation right there for Flipside.
Okay, I just freaked out to the advert, which is playing on the main stream.
Oh yeah, no, that's our new content.
I was just, we were standing at the door, and he's doing this. It's like the when I was rubbing my legs for warmth out of like that Life is Like a Box of Dota video. It looked like masturbation with no hands. I'm just saying.
He's a bit generous.
I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. It looked like you were masturbating with no hands.
Stat memers.
I don't know what that advert was for. Either way. Someone please gif it. Somebody please gif it.
Elder Titan building up a Yule Scepter. I like this. Even easier stomp setup, obviously. Very good at kind of canceling out any sort of retreat play from the Wisp if he's looking to set up a relocate. That's good.
The biggest thing for me, I think, is the removal of that Flame Guard from the Ember Spirit.
Also very good.
Needs to take that off so then they can inflict real damage.
Good
Relocate coming into the top lane. Cheshire can. Has to Timber chain himself out. There's all 5 heroes to Flipside up here. They lasso onto the Timbersaw. And no support could come in time. Big Num rotated up, but yeah, just not fast enough. Good thing he brings that clarity with him. They'll be able to defend this top, and Arise with an Invis rune. Without the Timber is probably not the greatest fight they could ever take, unless Flipside really overcommit underneath the tower.
Earth Splitter with the Fiend's Grip, though. It's going to do tremendous work potentially here.
Well, Shashlo locked in. Where is this disable? Where is this disable?
Right
the
there.
stomp is there, and Shashlo will get brain step. J4 kill secure.
Very nice here. And Power Rangers opening up the lead a little bit. And I imagine the Terrorblade has his Dragonlance now. He does. Even has Boots of Travel on top of that. And nearly 2k gold. He is rich, but he's not even at the top of the network. The Ember is.
Oh, Emperor is the man. You could say he's burning money. Old man joke number 322. Get off my river!
Scorched. Alright.
Okay, that actually sounded so much more like the gyrocopter from Warcraft. They came from behind!
From behind.
Alright then.
It was best when he played tower defenses that had gyrocopters in it and they just kept dying over and over and over and over again.
I like the mauls.
Yep.
And then you have like the gyro waves.
Yep.
It's just like as he I was exactly like that too. Every time I heard die, behind. Everything. Gyro became a goat. Oh, they were the days. No one's able to make a maul. No one's made the mauls. I was still waiting
Someone
for-
tried to, but
I want someone to make Risk. And I'm actually hoping, I just realized the mainstream has now joined us as they tune in, and they'll be like, you know what? Let's listen to the great commentary of
I hope they
Dakota as
don't.
well as
They
Toby.
don't. They normally don't
And
listen to
it's
us,
like,
and
we're
if they're
just here, it's
listening
like,
to us, I'm
you know,
sorry.
what have we managed to go over in this game so far? We've gone over horrifying childhood movies.
yes,
We've also talked about the game a little bit.
of course, you gotta do that.
And what else have we done?
We talked about we had our occasional dad joke, which is great.
Yeah.
The Last of the Mohicans plot line,
Oh yeah, that was pretty brutal.
and
Scalping is not a good thing to tell your children about.
No, but you know they need to know that it is a thing.
The jump, Arise, Stream Call, does he want to commit? No, he will not. Manscore still there with the tether. Shashlo looking for some kind of initiation, but he doesn't have a blink dagger, so he has to drum walk himself into a place they have no vision with because the orb's already got dewatered. And now the Grim Call. Out for Arise. They find Take Me Wild. Arise, they have enough damage. Thanks to that Chakram, the ET splinter from Big Num. They called out the Ember Spirits. The Flame Guard's already off him. Combine it up with the Fiend Script. They try and swap him down. A quick dodge with the Sleight of Fist, but he can't dodge it forever. Cheshire Cat was waiting with open timbers to try and find even more. The Orb forward, Arise. Well, he can potentially silence the top Manscore from doing exactly that. Tethering himself up. The Vengeful Spirit was picked up at the back lines in the meantime as, goddamn, the damage from range, the awful fly, and the day gone from Arise is able to find the kill. Shashlo continues to run away, and he will be out safely.
Wonderful fight. Dictated by Power Rangers. They waited patiently behind the tower, recognized Flipside trying to add the pressure, hiding in the woods, so they just had Terrorblade moving into the top lane, pressuring the tier 2, and Flipside had to make a choice. It was pull someone and withdraw and deal with that situation, and while they were trying to make that decision and someone was trying to make the TP top, that's when Power Rangers made their jump, caught Flipside in an awkward position, and just kind of began to roll right through him. Very nicely done there from Power Rangers.
So we've got a couple minutes before the next fight.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower.
I say that when I see goddamn running up to the top lane, I'm just like, wait, hang on, I don't know about that. But then I realized this Lesh doesn't have a Yule Scepter or any kind of controlling factor to set up for his own Split Earth, so not as great.
Another dark old movie cartoon, Brave Little Toaster.
Never heard of that.
You've never heard or seen that? Wow.
I remember the little edge in the could.
Brave Little Toaster. That's another dark.
What makes the toaster so brave?
It's just like, you know, the toaster can talk, and he has like a lamp that can talk, a blankie that can talk. They each have their own unique personalities, and then they like, it's been so long. I think like he was with a family and was and then he just like is given away, and they're off on this adventure, and they're going through the woods, and it's really depressing and dark. It's you know, it's just like Fern Gully. Like, how about Land Before Time? You know?
Yes, Land Before Time was amazing.
Not really dark,
the
but yeah.
first movie, but the other movies, I don't know why they kept making it. It was like,
Like 14 of them?
Land Before Time. Well, yeah, 1, 2, 3,
Radiant's
4,
bottom
5.
Eventually, it
They
gets to a
don't
point
know.
when the dinosaurs are just going to be dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we thought the same thing about Ice Age, yet they still keep finding ways to make movies about that.
Land Before Time 18. Dinosaurs in New York. You know, it's like, what?
No, there was that thing, that Disney TV show. Remember Dinosaurs? The one where they had like
was that the one where they're like live
human-
action?
Yeah, they had the human-sized.
And they had the big work construction dinosaur guy and then the
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
What was it? God love me! Wasn't that his saying?
Yeah.
I'm the baby, God love me! Sounds like Slacks, actually, now that I think about it.
It so is.
I think it's Slacks.
Holy-
Slacks must have been the voice actor for that baby dinosaur, I think.
It so is Slack.
I gotta look it up after this.
Yeah, we really do.
I'm the baby,
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's exactly like that.
Dire's bottom tower.
It's totally Slack.
I think it is.
Okay, we have now. Right, okay, yeah, we've achieved everything I wanted to achieve during this broadcast. We have turned Slack into a baby dinosaur.
Toby Cottle Guy for TI Grand Finals.
Yeah.
On the main stage key arena talking about Land Before Time 8. 3 stars.
Could you imagine that? Could you actually imagine the Slack and LD cast they did before? Wait, did he just relocate? Van's gonna just relocate it back to base. I think he meant to take friends with him. Yeah, but could you imagine actually?
That's what the people want. I mean, I could do that. Oh, hey, Bat Rider. He's a Viz. No.
Yeah, you gotta do the Korean cast. Remember, like, when everyone was like, yeah, I wish English casters would cast like the Koreans after, like, TI3? And the Koreans were just there, like, can you do it? Can you do
They
it?
just yelled.
But you gotta do it, like,
same pitch.
with, like, combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, same pitch. I don't know how you do that.
We can do
I
it
can't
in
help but
harmony.
modulate.
You know, that's our edge. We can do it in harmony.
Well, you do it like a barbershop quartet.
Ice cream.
So it's like, relocate.
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 We need more people.
Yeah.
We can't do a barbershop quartet with only 2 people.
And who is a tenor here that would actually be able to hit like the...
Oh, I don't know. Uh-oh. Well, thank you, Madam Met. He is most definitely dead. Rise now with that level. What's going to be 3 Dagon on him.
Not looking good. This game was pretty close, but Power Rangers, the last 3 skirmishes really all going their way.
It's just really good pickoffs. I think getting, like, the teamfight control is so much better. Arise, however, getting controlled heavily. Phase shift, can't do it. And now Goddamn is on the run. Seedoy spirits himself away. Shashlo also flying himself up. It's going to wear off before he gets over. But he still has the space to blink himself away to safety. So he will be okay.
Oh, the bottom lane. We got a Bane waiting with a Fiend's Grip here.
Wait
Could
for
make the
it.
go for Sidoi, but...
Wait for it. You keep waiting.
And just wait. They had Vanscore nearby, so...
Keep on waiting. Waiting on bot lane. Oh, have you do like those replacement things?
What things?
You take a song, and then you find a completely unrelated piece of text, like a book on like sewing, and then
Okay.
you gotta sing the song, like the whole song, with the unrelated text as a replacement to the lyrics.
I have never heard of that. That sounds like quite the challenge, though.
Yeah, and then everyone else has to try and guess what song you're singing.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
And you got to be pretty clever.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm that clever.
It's a great challenge. Welcome to a drunken party game.
That would be a good drunken party game.
Maybe for more musical people than not musical people.
One more lane.
One more day before the bat. Will he last to the LT? I don't
Dire's
know.
bottom tower is under
J4. Well, he lasts the Bane. Drag him up. The relocate's coming in, but picked up on the Yule.
Nice.
It was just in the nick of time. Timotane forward from Jet to catching the Fiend Grip over on the Vengeful Spirit. No swapping, no control. He was under the cover of the Glimmercape the whole time, and now chained forward. Cheshire needs more damage. J4 has to wait. He limps away to safety. He will end up surviving for now, and a chain forward. Cheshire Cat finds more targets, and he's looking for the bigger one. It's the Bat Rider over the trees. Spirit on the front, stomped him down, put him to sleep. Well, he's put down at least. 3 heroes down for Flipside, and PR can keep the pressure going. Metamorphosis was triggered, so they can look at Tower or they can look at Roshan.
Tower seems pretty delicious here, so it looks like they'll opt for that one and possibly still be able to double back for the Roche. And that was with PR kind of have an awkward fight back. We saw, of course, the beautiful setup with the Yules. You know, the intention was there, bring them ready to stop the relocate. Put up the Yules 2 different times there, and then backs up for the Earth Splitter, which is a total swing and a miss. But nonetheless, still Power Rangers getting the best of this one. Walk away with now the Tower Bounty, and we'll see if they still continue to kind of flirt around for the Roche pit. But they are going to be down a couple of big mighty spells, no Metamorphosis to work with. Coil still another 20 seconds. Fiend's Grip also on cooldown, and with Earth Splitter also out, I think it's best for them to wait.
There is still the issue for PR. Like, Flipside have things they can work with. The Ember Spirit being probably one of the biggest one of these. The fact that he is so good up against illusion-style heroes,
That's true,
like
yeah.
like the Terrorblade. And he's not a bad point of farm.
Yeah.
Like, you're 28 minutes in, you got Battle Fury, Chrysalis, another 1900 gold. This is a good spot for your Ember Spirit. He's, well, I should say, he's top net worth now. Yeah. So it's definitely a good spot for him.
And he can prolong this game. He has wonderful high ground defense. We know his ceiling is just some of the highest in the game, if not the highest. And together with the Bat, their potential of being able to stall this game out is very, very good. So Flipside are down, but not out.
Yeah. And the Bat Rider, the big thing for him too is it's that late game initiation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you stall the game out, Bat Rider then gets the jump, you find that one kill, and you got a great hero to try and capitalize on this, and that's in the form of the Leshrac. Now, normally Lesh is not that great when he's only got 5 Bloodstone charges, But Edict itself will give you the push power that Flipside need to claim objectives after they claim team fights. They just need to claim the team fight first.
Yeah. Which has not been working out for them. Unfortunately, they've lost like the last 4 team fights. So if there is that opportunity for them to come back, you're absolutely right. They have plenty of firepower to versus these objectives. And let's say they're able to kind of take it to Power Rangers and siege the high ground. With the bat, you know, they have plenty of ways to be able to break through, where mostly it'd be a tough high ground defense with the puck, with the Timber Saw clearing the waves constantly, with the backline Bane or Elder Titan. You have the benefit of a bat. You'd be the one to strike first.
Well, we should look
Plus
overall.
relocate, too.
I've been really lazy on my keys to actually show people graphs and crap, so I apologize for
There's
that.
your wiggly line.
Yeah. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I mean, what? It's Power Rangers up on both sides, so that's expected.
Just coming over, looking for J4, Shashlo, the man the front lines.
Oh.
As,
Nice.
okay, he jumps up to the illusion, Flame Ray pushes goddamn back out again as he turns himself into that metamorphosis. J4, Glimmer Cape, wants to get a little bit more life with the pants out to help survive through the Edict. And what's enough, an ET splitter snaps back to Leshrac. The VS trapped inside the tree, so he'll go down quickly too. Cheshire Cat looking for another target. Sharkering form, but Vanscore has already managed to... Wow, I don't want that. Vanscore's already managed to get himself tethered away to safety. I unwillingly cut the team fight recap. Arise. If he joined to that, he could potentially like Dream Call and have the Elder Titan follow up. Who, by the way, Talisman, Blightstone, Sages.
Dire's middle tower is under
What is that?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's like a thrift store.
Take a little bit of everything from the smorgasbord.
Dire's top tower.
I mean, Medallion obviously seems to be the thing, and then he'll just hold a trusty talisman, I guess, in the meantime. Makes things a bit easier when, I guess, Ember is continually throwing out a lot of damage, but...
I'm wondering, like, what is he even meant for?
Dire's
Oh, wait,
top
of
tower
course, yeah.
Oh, Solar Crest.
Solar Crest, yeah. Yeah, of course, with the Sage's Mask, that's it, yeah, boom.
He just built it in awkward order.
It's just thrown off by the Blightstone. I'm like, hang on.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good value thing, but,
He's got the essentials. They're good. They'll have Solar Crest Gaming, which will help him with Roche a bit, even though it was nerfed down from its Roche potential, but very good there, very good against Ember. Very good to throw on your Terrorblade. And speaking of Terrorblade, man, he is continuing to battle out neck and neck with this Ember in the top net worth spot. He obviously already has the essentials of his Dragon Lance and Manta, but Fusel, BKB to go on top of it. Still one more Ring of Aquila to replace before he hits his critical mass. And then they probably want to ramp it up. I mean, I don't think you want to risk, even though you're this far up ahead, to, as we mentioned before, stall things out for an Ember game. Because Ember is also just... He's got DD. Oh, man.
it's two good picks. Silence, Dagon, boom. Okay.
They need good picks, Toby, not Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Power Rangers got plenty of picks, and they continue to get them.
Especially with they could easily slip behind the lines, and yeah, goddamn, illusions won't work on Roshan, man. But they start to rip through Roshan anyway. The trade-off is going to be the tier 2 tower on top lane. And I only say top lane because the mid wave is taking too long to get there.
is under attack.
But Flipside can actually force even harder. Roshan's taking a
go.
very long time for
even-
Power Rangers to finish. They're going to assault tier 3s.
That's that nerf to Solar Crest, I guess. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't help that much, but still, nonetheless, you're right. They're already into the high ground here, so hurry up, Power Rangers.
They're
Get the
bringing
job
them back.
done.
Look at the jump forward. Like, they're trying. Like, Flipside are wondering just where the hell is the rest of PR. Like, they finished the job now. So, Roshan, like, we were wrong for that one, at least at the start. Power Rangers are going to win that small little duel.
Just didn't seem like Roche was naturally on the agenda for either team, really.
Wow, it really didn't. We only gave it to it because it was Dire side. Bad score. Hide it. Keep it hidden.
What?
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Oh, yeah, he's in Viz.
Oh, bloody IO! Look at his buff bar. Can they at least like Val?
He's like,
Make
he's in
him-
Viz, but you would never know.
Like make him change color or
I would
something.
actually prefer they just didn't show the ball at all. It was just a floating name tag for observer's sake.
Well, they do that. It's called a bug. J4 really doesn't know if he wants to walk around this or not. Alright, he's gonna commit the beam script. He didn't want to do that.
And he's gonna die.
There was a lot of friends coming. J4 couldn't get the brain step off. He took too long to turn. He was trying to get the brain step on Shashlo, but thanks to the sticky napalm, that wasn't possible.
Is under attack.
And the rest of Flipside will now bail out. Mid lane, jump again. This time it's going to be a Riot. Actually, Dream Coil for that. The Iowa's in the neighborhood. Benskol not going to have that much of an influence until a Rise is just like, well, this feels like free gold, I would say, on legs, but Io has none. And Timbersaw will find yet another kill. Okay.
And
then
Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Casually walking by Vengeful Spirit, shoves her into a hurt locker. Yeah, he's got 3k gold to sport here now, so.
That's 3 heroes down for Flipside. After, like, PR was able to claim the Aegis, so
Dire's
goddamn,
middle tower is
that's
under
extra
attack.
power when it comes to pushing.
Radiant's top tower is under
If they
attack.
wait out the 84 seconds, like, I don't care about the deaths, it's more like the money and the map control is going to start dissipating for Flipside. PR can prepare just to go in through bottom lane. And then metamorphose their way through the tower. You've still got okay, you get a 9-second BKB on goddamn.
What do you think Ember should get to counter this now? He has the free open spot, he's starting to
Damage.
make some money.
Damage.
Oh, no, he opts to go with he finishes out as a Lincoln Sphere here. I guess the Sunder. And the Fiend's Grip.
Yeah, there's actually not that much to trigger.
You know, not much to cancel it either.
Yeah.
Except Nightmare.
Yeah, but you don't. You could use that. But you don't want to be using.
The
Nightmare
nice thing
for
though
that.
is like he'll have the Lincolns for one, and then he'll have a Vengeful Spirit to bail him out for the other too. It's like we saw there, you know, Fiend's Grip. Nope, sorry, gonna be denied. And the same can go for the Sunder. So
It makes it very safe as well for Cedoy just to split push to his heart's content, and feel very safe to do so. Because there's no one that you need to commit 2-3 heroes to catch him out. If you've already managed to do that, you've already created enough space for the rest of your team. So you're okay with that level of trade. Now, goddamn, runs himself to the bottom lane. He is going to find the entire lineup of Flipside of Rise, also jumping in, wafts the Dream Coil.
Whoops.
He was hoping for a control, they relocate. In fact, they relocate all the way back to base with the Lesh, and PR, they would not have seen this
Radiant's
relocate.
top tower is under attack.
Cheshire Cat may be guessing, and okay, Vanskill comes back directly in the middle of
Radiant's
the Timbersaw, top lane. Ember Spirit forcing the issue. They've already gone through the tier 3 tower. Big Num and goddamn. Rushing control for a little bit. Cedoy, like, he's currently chasing into the corner, hoping to kill for Puck, which wasn't real. He's Searing Chains goddamn, who will be able to break free.
yeah, the Lincolns stopped the Sunder, so I guess that was pretty nice. But it's a low cooldown on Sunder now, so
You need to, okay, Cedoy? Cedoy? What?
careful.
Cedoy?
And he's out of there.
Uh,
And okay, all right.
he's
all over the
unwillingly
place.
on the top lane, though. That's not where he was really wanting to go with that low
Dire's
life.
bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. This is Flipside. They're throwing bodies here in the top lane, trying to divert the attention, but I can't help but feel like Lesh is starting to feel a little irrelevant right now. His sieging potential is still very nice, but we haven't been able to see him really kind of get into the grit.
I don't think he's ever really, like, massively going to, unless Flipside can win, like, 2 really one-sided fights.
Yeah.
Like, then you'd say itemization is, like, it's going to get him most of the way. He's got Shivas, the Bloodstone charges will come eventually. He's just got to survive. Spam out as much of his lightning, his stuns possible, lend that support to the Flipside core, and let the Ember Spirit do the damage work. I'm also interested to see what Ember's going to get as his last one. I assume it's going to be an MKB. And I'm only saying that, like, not because of, like, big butterfly heroes, even though Terrorblade's probably going to buy one of those things, if he doesn't buy just a straight Skadi at the moment. Which is actually exactly what he does.
He's huge.
Yeah, he
Big
really
boy.
is. But, like, my train of thought is just, like, evasion. Like, you got Solar Crest on the field and potential butterfly.
And he's got like the 2 lives. As long as he gets off a respectable Sunder too, it's like you're gonna have to muscle through this guy twice. It's gonna be difficult, but you know what? The high ground sieging potential here, and
Dire's structure
I don't know. It didn't really do much to the Terrorblade. That's a bit unnerving. Here comes the Sleight of Fist, and they will shred right through the creep wave, but it doesn't stop Terrorblade yet.
Well, yeah, when you've only got 3 Terrorblades on the front, okay, 2 illusions, 1 real one, you're not going to find anything there as far as damage goes. It's all about the big group up of units. The downside about the flip side of the lineup, like there's nothing like a Darkseer which is going to drag everyone into one area. Power Rangers don't really
Radiant's
run
bottom
big
tower
creep
is
lineups
under
either.
attack.
So they don't really have that much to work with.
Smoke though from flip side, as if they were going to get it ready to move out and try to
Radiant's
play
bottom
counter here,
tower
but
is under attack.
they could find themselves in a bit of trouble. Power Rangers go back and invade once more, lurking around this mid
Well,
lane.
they walked
Hi,
straight
everybody.
around it. The last two. It's over on Goddamn. So you were able to remove the Terrorblade for the moment, but oh wow, okay. Batrider as well as VS.
How dare you tie me up with a lasso? Boom!
Just get
Double
deleted.
damage. Oh my god. Okay, they're coming now. Look how hard he's gonna hit. Metamorphosis, double damage. Flip side, get ready for the pain.
Yeah, it's coming.
Dire's top tower is
Top
under
lane, bang, bonk, both tier 3 down. Rax in trouble.
Okay. Goddamn, it's a little big. PR's looking very good, and they may actually knock Flipside out of any contest to reach the playoffs for the European qualifier.
has fallen.
On the back of a very large Terrorblade. This hero's been banned the first two for a very good reason. And yeah, they just keep beating through.
They'll try their best. Sadoy continuing to dish out
and
slides,
score.
but my god, it has been a difficult day for Vanscore.
Oh, now they sunder. Change the life out with the Lash. Drop him low, but Goddamn still taking so much damage because he went up to tier 4 tower in order to do that. But Steedoy, the splitter is coming, and Milligan Lash is a little too close. It's taking me a while to get snapped back into it. He'll sell fuels. Try and buy a little bit of space for himself as, I don't know if that was really going to do much. By the way, blink in, Arise off target.
You can tell Flipside are hungry though. They're like, we can't just let PR get away with this. They get to come into our base, they get to just take down our top lane of Rax. We get caught in this awkward situation, and then they get to determine when they can disengage without any trouble. How dare they? And it's like, then they're hungry to kind of get a counterplay here, but there's no opportunities for them. I mean, we saw what happened. They try to make a flank play from behind. The Batrider gets off the lasso on the target you want to go for, but nobody's around. So he just gets paid. He just dies in 2 shots. You need the Ember there.
You need the Ember with the damage.
And I don't know, yeah, I see a Demon Edge. No one has a Butterfly.
They
might
find
have
Goddamn.
to
This time they get the last two on a target with everybody there.
Yes.
And Terrorblade's gone for 80 seconds. Buyback's available. And we'll see if Ember wants to get it. He's on 3.4k gold.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
he
attack.
might get it.
If they give him the last to the tower, which they do, 3.7k. It looks like a Monkey King bar.
Yeah, I mean, the courier is flying back to base, so not to the side shop.
He could just be trying to protect his buyback too, so either way. They try and force the buyback, they're not really getting it. You don't have last two available, so the initiation's not good enough, and your top lane's being pressured too hard.
Roche could be up. It's not, though. They don't know that, so they'll probably check it on the way out. Would be nice is to pair a potential Rapier along with... Is he doing it?
You got 40 seconds until he's up.
But
The Astral Spirit's on its way.
But again, PR, they have the Elder Titan, they have a Puck, they have great counter Roche.
But they've also got Seedoy looking for a kill. With the Observer Ward, they see everything that's coming. Both the deep Observer Wards. And you know PR's looking for it. They got the Gem of Arise, they knew it was up there. So they get rid of the ward, then a 4-man smoke maneuver. Flipside are waiting, it's an invis room for a Batrider who's probably the closest of them all. Hilariously enough, he's holding on to these 2 tomes of knowledge for some interesting reason.
It's like, you know, collecting playbooks.
I wonder if he's saving for someone in particular. Oh, hello. Let me actually go to the fight. Batrider, last 2 on Goddamn, trying to open up on that Terrorblade, and now Terrorblade's going to open up on you. 2 heroes. Again, the quick removal into the Yule Scepter. And Vanguard 1 hit. The Lash Stun actually brought into time. Okay, 2-3 hits from Terrorblade.
How dare you?
And
Please
they
don't
even get
do
the Dream
this.
Coil.
Don't do this!
Dagon in 2, 1. Wait for it, wait for it! Aww.
This is just absolute destruction. Did he try to... He tried to off himself, it looked like, at least, but no, not going to be happening. And that might have been the glimmer of hope a bit from Flipside. I mean, he ended up going for the MKB. He is accumulating a lot of gold real fast, though, as he struggles to keep this lane pushed out in the top lane. Anticipate the push coming soon from PR. gonna take some serious desperation mode from Flipside to stay alive.
Yeah. It's
Looks like the Aegis will be going into the Terrorblade. He's got the spot open. There it is. And they go right for the bottom.
well, PR is actually going to send the Terrorblade through the top and leave Cheshire to do his work on bot. As double Scythe device. Arise is picking up the other one on the courier at the moment. So one for the Timber.
Yeah,
Two Flame Break. Nah, he's got Timber Chain available. Jumps up. Another chain in 1 second time as he'll be sent back and chain out again. They want to keep the chase going and Cheshire Cat will drop. 13 seconds on the sideline. Didn't actually use his Bloodstone to commit suicide.
But as you said, double Sheepstick, that's very nice. The Ember is
Take me a
it's
while.
double Blink.
You're a long way here. Inscript able to reach from J4. They force Staff Take Me Wild a little bit further out here. At the same time, Vanscore, Cod-Tem triggers the BKB and looks for more kills. So both supports to Flipside will be lost. Buyback is only available for the Vengeful. And goddamn, 15 seconds off having his Metamorphosis.
Forces the Ember back. He's got to be here for the defense. He can't afford to really lose another set of racks. We'll see if they can get it.
Cheshire so far forward. The Dagon slowly chipping away at the Lesh. Bottom lane, goddamn trouble. Ashley Sunders on Seedoy, forcing Seedoy to just bounce himself out. Now the Metamorphosis will trigger. There was no real risk for goddamn anyway. He had the Aegis, the Immortal, and now he's going to make more and more of himself. So they can push in, taking out these racks.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
All right, Flipside, get in there. Here comes Sedoy, the last hope with 5k gold.
Drag him.
Got him. That's just one life.
J4 wants to help.
No lasso. Lincoln's been popped. Sedoy's in trouble. He has to pull off, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it here. But they turn the corner. Can they get it?
It's actually funny when you use Enfeeble to trigger off that Lincoln Spear. Now, goddamn, good BKB, able to dodge the stun from the Lesh. Again, a self-fuel Scepter, trying to buy space, but taking a while to feel comfortable in this fight. With Manasar triggering, they get rid of a couple of the illusions, actually swapping back in, goddamn, with a follow-up stun. Flipside scrambling the defense. The silence from J4 can't get the damage out in time. Medpum, oh, there's your Chakram, cutting through them. They're finding trade-offs. But Flipside, they're coming off worse in the trade-offs. You've only got your range racks left on bottom lane and your top lane's already gone. Your side lanes are completely crippled.
We have 6.2k though on Sedoy here. Or if he considers selling something out to try to just get the Mighty Rapier at this point.
He'd have to sell the Lincolns. Like, the Blink Dagger is still too useful for him.
Yeah, the Blink is kind of a safety net for him. He just got that MKB. I mean, the Lincolns didn't save him in the last two fights. They were able to kind of pop it off, so it might have to be what he settles for. The Cleave would just be too valuable considering he's like the main DPS for his team. And obviously crit is... gotta keep that, so... we'll have to see.
Seedoy? Okay, no, they think he's up in the tree lines, but he's still pushing the lane. They'll find another one. There's Radiant use a scan. They understand he's not up there. Lesh. Oh, it's like ships in the night. Nighttime vision.
What? Are you serious?
Nighttime vision.
Oh my god. They're like, wait, and watch them. Wait, they're actually still in the lane?
Yeah, they didn't see him.
They probably are totally scratching their heads. That's going to be one of those things you check the replay and you're just like, oh my god, are you for real? We missed the window.
So close yet so far away. Full Assault Cuirass is now on the Terrorblade. He is an absolute beast, sitting at 50 armor. A little bit more when he comes in range of the Vlads.
I just can't believe how short of a cooldown it is for Sunder. He got 2 of them off in that last fight.
Oh, nice jump by Cheshire. Hex on Vanscore, the 12 pass to have, but this now puts Vet in a lot of trouble. Terrorblade does the work. Side of Fistirian chains Arise. Has to actually put himself up in the air for a little bit more defense. VS will buy back as Goddamn triggers his BKB. They get the last super from Shastflow. Maybe they have enough. Goddamn being pulled in. Thunder. And where is it? Now he actually gets it off. He'll find the hit. The Chakrams are out, and that's going to be the game. Flipside have lost too much. Goddamn gets a triple kill. Seedoy.
Rapier though. Rapier Ember Spirit, baby. Let's go.
Baby.
Let's go.
He sold the Blink Dagger, so he has to rely on spirits to do the work. And camera, please stop it.
Dire's middle tower has falling.
Can't click on a hero. It's getting all confused. Cheshire. No, Cheshire. That was too much. You're still gonna get megas for PR.
I don't know. Do you not tap out considering you got a Rapier Ember Spirit?
I think you hold on to hope while you get the Rapier Ember Spirit, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be one last 5-man push down mid.
Yeah.
That's the only way this really works. You can push out the top lane with the Ember Spirit, have the other 4 players go down the mid, maybe at the Lash push out the bottom lane, then they both BT into the lane. That's the only way I see Flipside now making a play from here. Downside is you'll probably lose one of your side laners.
Well, we'll see. Will the stars align? Can they do it? I mean, at this rate, he might be able to save him for a second Rapier. Nearly 5k gold.
Might just have to do it. He can actually buy it if he sells the Lincolns. But then again, he may also play the, if I can get Rapier and buyback. Oh. Jump down, J4.
Oh, no 10 seconds for Fiend Script, but he's alone. Could just wait and see if maybe Sidoi tries to go for a Remnant out or a TP out.
You could just Nightmare him. That'll buy time.
He went in, even jumped, so.
The blink up to safety.
Yep. The footless, or the shoeless Ember Spirit. Slow as ever, but he packs a punch.
Does he actually not wear shoes?
It's not shoes. No shoes.
Really?
Oh, I meant like he's just got no booties in his inventory.
Ah. Wait, I actually thought he had like those little, little jazz slippers.
Oh, yes. I probably still have some of those in my closet at home.
They're pretty good.
They're comfy.
Wouldn't want to wear them around a house, but...
Or in public.
That's cool. Just relax. No one has no idea what the hell we're talking about, so it's fine. Be like jazz shoes? Yeah, they're like those ones which like you get from Chicago, right? The really nice leather, black and white kind of style.
Yeah, the Zoot Suit shoes.
Yeah, those things.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we start a riot with those things.
I get it. I get it. All right, well, PR playing this one a bit reserved. Sure, you feel cool, you feel, calm. You got Megas on your side, but obviously Flipside not looking to tap out. They still hold their Rapier Ember Spirit, who's pretty much got the gold.
They have a hope, they have a dream. I use the scans, they understand the PR are hovering around that bottom rune. They kind of already know it thanks to the Observer Wall that's there. I think they're scanning a little bit too low, trying to see around Roshan, but obviously because the scan doesn't work inside of Roshan.
Come on, Roche. What is it going to be?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Long time. And PR are setting up nicely on the bot lane. Like Observer Wall on the hillside, there's going to be no surprise Bat Rider, Fire flying up to get that good grip. But I don't think Flipside have any intention of fighting anywhere else but inside their base, which means PR can be very aware of when they can attack. They're already going to have double Terror Blade. He's got 6.3k gold bonus. He's pretty much maxed out unless he's going to be picking up a Moonshard right now.
Dire's middle tower.
Like Arise also, I believe, has... do we have buyback on everyone? We have buyback. Arise on... He's short by 170. And Bane short by 800. But I'm looking mainly at the buybacks into BTs back to the front lines. And that's Puck and Timber.
Oh, man. Looks like went out in a smoke play here.
For the relocate, they have enough. Oh, that slide. So much damage to J4, but you're still going to get the Fiend Strip off. Where's the VS done? Spot anything. Seedoy. The ET snap kicked in as well. And flip side, the Divine Rapier is sitting on the ground. And who's going to take it? Who even cares? It probably won't. It's not going to affect the result of this game. Nope. It's already over. And nice. J4 is just like, it's mine, bitches.
And his net worth jumped up quite a lot there.
What's he sitting at now? Okay, 14, 15k. You buy back on the last, but this is over.
Yeah, a valiant effort. They went out on a side covert mission. They got a good last setup on the Terror Blade, but Sidoi wasn't there for the punch, the deeps. Ooh. And because of it, it's not going to be a strong enough hold. PR will be walking away with the win. Flip side, I'm pretty sure mathematically out of this qualifier. PR could hold on and dream of maybe a tiebreaker situation to make it into the playoffs. And I am 2 of 4 in my predictions.
I was only 1. You had the player with the most T-Wads. Woo! I had Bedford. I actually backed the support player of the team that won. But not to be the case for me. So that's GG. That is going to be the end of at least our casting today. But Merlini will be jumping